The launch of NASA's Voyager probes was like the start of an amazing trip into outer space. It showed that we can keep an eye on not just Earth, but also everything in our solar system and beyond. Even after 46 years, these awesome spacecraft are still giving scientists new and stunning information about space. Although their memory is 3 million times smaller than that of our smartphones and they're 38,000 times slower than our fastest 5G internet connection, these incredible probes still lead the way in exploring space. Now Voyager 1 has just made an impossible discovery in interstellar space, one that challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe. It found something so unusual that scientists are left scratching their heads. But what exactly did it find, and how does it redefine our understanding of the cosmos? Let's find out. On a special day, September 5, 1977, from a place called Cape Canaveral in Florida, something amazing happened. Voyager 1 began its journey into space, launched by a powerful rocket called Titan, and just 15 days later, on August 20, 1977, Voyager 2 joined in, starting its adventure into the universe. Their main job was to check out the big gas planets in our solar system like Jupiter and Saturn, and the moons around them. But guess what? These space travelers went above and beyond. They went way out into our cosmic neighborhood, breaking lots of records on their astonishing long trip. They've been going longer than any other spacecraft ever, and they've gone farther from Earth than anything humans have made before. They even went into a place called interstellar space, which is like going into a whole new part of our galaxy that no one explored before. These space pioneers, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, are more than 12 billion miles away from us now. Still, they continue to surprise scientists with the amazing things they're finding out there. And they've recently found something so unexpected that no one saw it coming. The Voyager twin probes have done some awesome stuff. More than 40 years ago, they looked at the moons of Jupiter and Saturn and totally surprised scientists. People used to think these moons were boring and full of holes like our moon. But nope, they're buzzing with activity. Voyager 2 was the first of the twins to swing by Uranus in 1986, and just 3 years later it zoomed past Neptune. But here's the interesting part. It's the only spacecraft that has ever done that. As these spacecraft continue on their amazing journey, NASA is doing some tricks to make sure they keep working. They turned off some things they didn't need, like extra parts and heaters, to save power. That way, these spacecraft can keep going strong until at least 2030. For the scientists and engineers who've been part of this incredible adventure from the start, it's a mix of happy and sad feelings. They worked hard, and now when they thought the Voyager missions were almost done, a shocking discovery emerged from outer space. The information sent back by Voyager 1 and its twin spacecraft has become a treasure trove for scientists. They sparked tons of discoveries and got people excited about space. These are two spacecraft that were built extra carefully, kind of like stable platforms so they could take clear pictures and gather data while zooming through space. Even before they reached the outer planets, their pictures were already blowing scientists' minds. Voyager 1 started sending pictures of Jupiter, even though it was still far away from the planet. People at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory got excited when they saw the first pictures of Jupiter's swirling clouds and the famous Great Red Spot. But the big moment came when the Voyagers found something amazing on Jupiter's moon, Io. This moon, a bit bigger than Earth's moon, turned out to be the most active volcano in our whole solar system. Voyager 1's tools picked up weird signals from Io, and the pictures they took showed huge volcanic eruptions and stuff flying out into space. One of Io's volcanoes, called Pele, erupted tremendously high, even more than Mount Everest, and covered an area almost as big as France. The Voyagers combined took more than 33,000 pictures of Jupiter and its moons. They showed how stunning Jupiter is and all the different landscapes on its moons. And before this recent and more shocking discovery, these twin spacecraft have been finding awesome things since they started their trip. Another big surprise was finding out Jupiter has rings, although they're not very bright. This discovery made Jupiter even more interesting. Also, Voyager 2 discovered that Europa, one of Jupiter's 53 moons, has a thick icy shell more than 60 miles thick. These discoveries made scientists rethink what they thought about these faraway things in space and got them curious about whether icy moons like Europa could be places where life could exist. As the Voyagers left Jupiter, they got a boost from the planet's gravity that acted like a powerful kick, sending them towards Saturn. This kick was exceptionally important because it helped them break free from the sun's pull and keep going into space. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 went their ways after that, heading to new places. Voyager 1 got close to Saturn's moon Titan, which has a kind of orange hazy air around it. Scientists got curious about Titan's mysteries, so they studied its complicated chemistry. Then Voyager 1 turned away from the other planets and started going beyond our solar system. On the other hand, Voyager 2 had some amazing adventures too. In 1986, it flew by Uranus and found 10 new moons, adding to the total count. 3 years later, it reached Neptune, showing us the amazing things about this faraway ice giant. Voyager 2 even measured winds on Neptune going as fast as 1,000 miles per hour, the fastest ever on a planet in our solar system. When the spacecraft got close to Neptune, just 29 and 80 miles away, it gave us new and incredible details about this distant world. Neptune's biggest moon, Triton, turned out to be one of the coldest spots in our solar system, with temperatures dropping to a freezing -391 degrees Fahrenheit. Triton also had these cool ice volcanoes that shot out nitrogen gas and icy stuff into its thin air. All these discoveries made us realize how different and interesting the planets and moons in our solar system can be, even the farthest ones. Imagine a space adventure story, and one person who made a big difference in keeping it going was the famous stargazer Carl Sagan. He was part of the team that took pictures for the Voyager mission, and he wanted to snap one last set of pictures before turning off the cameras. These pictures would be like a special gift for everyone on Earth, a final look at our home from way out in space. Sagan didn't give up, and it paid off. On Valentine's Day in 1990, Voyager 1 turned its camera back towards the inner solar system and took 60 pictures. The most famous one is called the Pale Blue. Was taken from 3.8 billion miles away, making it the farthest picture ever taken of our planet. In the photo, Earth looks tiny, like a pale blue dot in the huge space around it. Even after 40 years, these spacecraft are still out there, sending us important information from the farthest parts of space. Now let's talk about something a bit old school. The Voyager probes use an ancient 8-track tape system. Yes, you heard it right, 8-track tapes were a big deal in the 70s, and these probes are still rocking them. It just shows how smart the people who planned this mission were, making sure these old tapes could still do the job. But why 8-track tapes, you might be wondering? Well, that's a story worth hearing. You see, in the early days of exploring space, the kind of digital storage we use today was just starting out. So they needed something tough and reliable to store important data, and those 8-track tapes turned out to be the perfect choice. What's even more interesting is that the info on these tapes isn't just regular music. It's valuable science data about planets, moons, and space between the stars. Yes, these tapes hold the answers to some of the biggest mysteries in the universe. Now think about this. The Voyager spacecraft faces crazy things like astonishing hot and cold temperatures, space radiation, and the emptiness of space. But unsurprisingly, these old explorers keep going strong. It's like sending your grandparents on an adventure in Antarctica, and not only do they survive, but they thrive. The Voyager missions had this awesome move called gravity assist maneuvers. Think of it like this: Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, two bold space explorers, were on a big mission to explore the way out in our solar system. To get to these faraway places and gather important information, they needed a little help, something more than just their engines. Here's where gravity assists come in, and it's kind of like a space dance. Instead of only using their engines, these spacecraft did this cool celestial dance with some of the solar system's big planets. They used the strong pull of these giants to slingshot themselves forward, saving fuel and getting the speed they needed to visit lots of different places. Now let's go back to the basics. Gravity assist, also known as a gravitational slingshot, is about grabbing some speed from a planet as the spacecraft goes by. Imagine Voyager 1 rolling up to Jupiter, a huge gas giant with a pull to match its size. The smart minds at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory made sure Voyager 1 swirled past Jupiter at just the right angle and speed. Jupiter's gravity pulled at the spacecraft, making it go faster, like a space power-up. But here's the tricky part. There's an art to this move. If Voyager 1 had approached Jupiter the wrong way, it could have been sent into space in the wrong direction. That's where the brilliant team at NASA came in. They calculated every detail and made sure Voyager 1 got that crucial speed boost and aimed it toward its next stop, Saturn. But this space dance didn't stop there. After getting its boost from Jupiter, Voyager 1 went on to Saturn. And after taking lots of pictures and collecting data, it used Saturn's gravity to turn in a new direction. Instead of going to Uranus and Neptune like its twin, Voyager 2, Voyager 1 headed out of our solar system, going toward the edge of interstellar space. And there's another exciting part. The Voyager twins weren't just grabbing speed boosts. They were also doing lots of science while they danced. As they swung by Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, they took amazing pictures and gathered data that blew scientists' minds. For example, Voyager 1 saw those volcanic eruptions on Jupiter's moon, and Voyager 2 found more moons around Uranus and Neptune. The space dance of Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 didn't just help them get to where they were going. It also gave us incredible insights into the faraway parts of our solar system. Even now, as they keep going farther into space, the discoveries they made inspire scientists and keep us curious about what's out there. After all this amazing news about their journey, here comes the biggest and latest discovery by the Voyager spacecraft. Voyager 1, now in interstellar space, has found something that has left scientists stunned. As Voyager 1 explores the space between stars, it has detected strange sounds that might change how we understand the universe. What are these sounds? Could they tell us new secrets about space? Imagine being the first person to find out. The initiation of NASA's Voyager missions marked the beginning of an extraordinary journey into the cosmos. These pioneering probes demonstrated our ability to monitor not just our home planet, but also the entire solar system and the vast reaches beyond. Even after an impressive 46 years, these remarkable spacecraft continue to deliver groundbreaking insights about space. Despite having memory capacities vastly inferior to modern smartphones and speeds much slower than today's 5G internet, these venerable probes remain at the forefront of space exploration. Recently, Voyager 1 made a staggering discovery in interstellar space, challenging our previous understanding of the universe. What did it find, and how does it alter our cosmic perspective? Let's dive in. On September 5, 1977, an extraordinary event took place at Cape Canaveral, Florida. The launch of Voyager 1 aboard the powerful Titan and Centaur rocket. Just 15 days earlier, on August 20, 1977, Voyager 2 embarked on its own journey. These missions were primarily tasked with exploring the giant gas planets Jupiter and Saturn and their moons. But these spacecraft surpassed all expectations, venturing far beyond into the outer reaches of our solar neighborhood and setting numerous records. They have traveled longer and farther than any other human-made objects, entering into stellar space, a previously unexplored frontier of our galaxy. Today, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are over 12 billion miles from Earth, continuing to astonish scientists with their discoveries. Recently, they encountered something so unexpected that it defied all prior predictions. The achievements of the Voyager probes are nothing short of phenomenal. Over 4 decades ago, they transformed our understanding of the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, revealing them to be dynamic and active rather than barren and cratered like our moon. Voyager 2, in particular, made history by being the first and so far only spacecraft to fly by Uranus in 1986 and Neptune in 1989. As these spacecraft journey on, NASA has employed clever strategies to conserve their power, such as turning off non-essential components and heaters. This ensures that the Voyager missions can continue until at least 2030. For the scientists and engineers who have dedicated their careers to these missions, the recent unexpected findings are both thrilling and bittersweet. The data returned by Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 has been a treasure trove for scientists, sparking numerous discoveries and reigniting public interest in space. These spacecraft were meticulously designed to be stable platforms capable of capturing clear images and gathering data while hurtling through space. Even before they reached the outer planets, their photographs were already revolutionizing our understanding of the solar system. Voyager 1's early images of Jupiter, for example, were nothing short of spectacular.